I've been working so long and so hard to get the first fish for 22.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another video of Fishing with Ty. So as you can tell from the, I'm out of breath. I just carried this thing. So from the title of the video, I am going to be giving my review on my Lifetime Yukon Angler 116. So I picked up this kayak last year, early summer, I believe. Yeah, early summer. That's kind of when I was taking a break from everything. That's when fuel got super expensive, and it was like $5 a gallon. And I still wanted to go fishing, so I went and got a kayak. It was getting too expensive to take the bass boat out, so I bought a kayak. I fished with it for majority of last year. I used it quite a bit last year. I actually used it for some duck hunting and goose hunting. So I have quite a bit of time in the seat of this boat. So I thought, you know, it's now mid-February and it's probably about 40 degrees out. Weather's getting warmer. That means ice is going to start melting. And we're going to get into the fishing season. So I thought I'd get this video out just in case anybody was looking for or wanted to know more information about this boat. So I'm going to go onto Lifetime's website, directly from the website, and read you word for word of the specs and the description. And then I'm going to give you my review of this boat, just so we can get all of the technical information out of the way so you have that information. And then I'm going to give my opinion on it. So, description. Its feet. Come on, phone. There. So it's 32 inches wide at its widest point. 78 pounds. It's not a light boat. I'm telling you that right now. It is not light. It's very awkward to carry. You're most likely going to need a kayak toter. I have kind of a model over here that I've been working on. This was like my Gen 1 kayak deal. I'm going to be making a different one, and I'll actually be making a video on how to make that specific kayak trolley, or whatever you want to call it. The height from the top of the boat to the bottom of the boat is 12.8 inches. Weight capacity is 350 pounds. A single maximum one occupant 350 pounds or 159 kilograms. Hull material is high density polyethylene, HDPE. Length is 11 feet 6 inches, hence the Yukon 116. So that's the specifications of it. It's got a quick dry foam back mesh seat, so it's quick dry seat. Water resistant oval storage hatch, not waterproof, water resistant. High initial stability hull allows for stand-up casting. I'll actually get into that. Adjustable foot braces, transducer ready. Front scuppers designed to accommodate most scupper transducers. 2 convenient horizontal rod storage cradles, so I'll get into that. 2 12-inch sections, a universal track for accessory mounting. Side drain plug for easy water removal from the hull. 4 comfortable luggage-style handles to assist in transportation. Integrated 1/4 inch by 20 universal mount for waterproof accessories. That's actually really cool, especially for people who film. It is this website. Every time I try to scroll up, to read this information, watch. Oh, that's irritating me. Rudder ready, designed to accept an aftermarket rudder system, not included. Stability strap to assist with stand-up casting. Includes 2 paddle holders. Oh, this thing's irritating me. Skeg wheel for enhanced tracking and easy transportation. There's an issue with that, and I'm going to be getting into that. 2 paddle keepers, 1 front paddle cradle, which is actually here. I never realized that was a cradle. adjustable frame seating system with 2 settings: high for fishing and paddling, and low for reclining relaxation. Foam reinforced deck provides floor strength and buoyancy, ready to fish. 2 flush mount rod holders. I don't know why they have that twice in there. Deck channeling and draining system with 8 self-bathing scupper holes. That's actually really nice. Tank wheel storage with bungee cord lacing to secure loose items. Molded 20-inch ruler to easily measure fish. I actually want to check the accuracy of that. So before I flip the boat over, I actually wanted to see how accurate this tape was. So we got a tape measure on the first groove. 24 inches is right about 2 feet. So this is within 1/8 of an inch. That is surprising that that is that accurate. It's good to know. So in front of where you sit, that's where that I guess ruler is, and it is accurate. From that tape measure, I'll actually grab a different tape measure because no 2 tape measures are built alike. Let's see. So I got a second tape measure here. Yep. Both tapes show 24 inches. 2 feet. So that is accurate. Comfort seating design is easy to adjust. So there's all the technical information of this boat. So we'll start from the front and we'll kind of talk about everything that was in that description. So here is one of your carry handles, your front carry handle. This actually supports it very well. There isn't much play in it. I like the reinforced handle. It's probably 1 inch nylon webbing that is actually doubled. That's super secure. That's actually lifting. I don't know why. So as we move back into here, this is that waterproof hatch that they were talking about. Well, water resistant. One thing I did notice is that there's a lot of like little shavings and stuff from manufacturing. I did buy this boat secondhand, so I'm surprised that stuff's still in there. And I know there are 2 pucks. There's 2 plastic pucks that are somewhere in this boat. Let's see if I can get it to roll up front. Look at all that water. Let's see if we can get that boat to come up. This boat has been sitting outside all winter, so that's why there's a little bit of water in it. So it's got 2 pucks for to melt to fix any holes in the hull. Secures by a little bungee strap. There's like a gasket that goes all the way around. There's like a little rubber gasket that creates that water resistant seal. Waterproof, water resistant. Slap that. Here's that 1/4x20 mounting system. Get the stand-up strap out of the way. So this just pops up, and you can put any accessory on it. I'm thinking about running a GoPro pole and then put my GoPro up here. So whenever I fish and film, that'll be a good third-person view. Right next to that, you have a stand-up strap. This is really, really useful. I personally like it. It works pretty damn well. I almost have mine going to the seat. I'm 6 foot. I fit very, very comfortably in this boat. I only weigh like 155 pounds soaking wet on a good day. This boat is super stable for me. I can stand up and cast and really do whatever I want. I'll overlay some fishing footage while I'm talking about it. It's super stable. Like I'm surprised by the stability of this boat. Brandon from HellCreek Outdoors LLC, who's a good buddy of mine, he fished out of this boat and he loved it. He was like, this boat is, he was surprised. Super stable, very, very easy to fish out of. A little bit it's a little hard to turn. But the thing with kayaks, you trade stability for maneuverability. Anybody who has fished out of kayak can kind of contest to that. Is that the more stable the boat is, the less maneuverable it is, at least in the kayak world. But we'll continue on here. They have 24 position adjustable foot pegs with a little lock on the back right here. So as you see, there's a lock here, and you push it in, and then you can slide it forward. And then you just take it and you can pull. Super adjustable, both sides are the same way. Here's them channels that I was talking about. It keeps all the water low, so so your feet aren't getting soaked. But of course, it's most of the time you're fishing in the summer anyway, so who cares if you get a little wet. But especially in like the spring, all the water collects and just drains out of these passageways, which is super nice. I really like that personally. You have your accessory rails. You have two 12-inch rails. I'm actually going to be throwing a Garmin 63 CV on this boat. Possibly, if it doesn't go on the aluminum boat. That'll be another video in itself, is the duck boat. We have two rails on each side, which is nice because on my Ascend, because I'm an Ascend 10T, there's one also in the middle. So there's a lot of clutter in the middle of the Ascend. I'll be making a video on that boat later down the road. But you have these channels that are actually molded into the boat itself. So you drill a hole here, and you can connect it to your foot pedal for your rudder system. Because you have this one here, and then right here you have where it'll pop out of, which I thought was cool. They added a bunch of stuff into this for the upgradability, if that's a word. Got a little spot to connect your chair back there. So I thought that was really cool, that it's pretty customizable. I know dudes who have taken this boat and put a trolling motor on the back and use these rudders to control the trolling motor. I put that on there. I secured a what's the word I'm looking for? A plier pouch. It's really accessible. I'll make another video on a bunch of stuff that I do to this boat during the season, because I pull everything off during the winter because the boat will sit outside. But during the spring and summer, she's fully loaded. On the sides, you have your oar hooks. You have one here, then you got one on the other side. Then you got these two channels to where you can set your oar so it doesn't roll back and forth. Now we'll move on to the chair. The chair is a super comfortable chair. You can fish out of this thing all day. It's adjustable forward and back. And then you have two different positions that this chair can sit in. So right now it's in the upper position, which gives it a more upright. I'll actually set the camera up back here and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. But I'll sit in the upright position, then I'll sit in the lower. So this is upright, and then I'll drop it into the other position. And it snaps into place, which is nice. Now I haven't adjusted the front and back of the chair. You can kind of see it's more laid back, it's more relaxed. So those are the two chair positions for this boat. So you have your two side handles on each side. Once again, this is made just like the front. It's a reinforced nylon webbing. It's even got a piece on the inside that feels like it's solid plastic. So this super strong, super sturdy handles. But I've got pool noodles on my chair just in case it falls off. At least it'll float. Like I said, I'll go into that. So you have a plug here as well on the underside. Huh. I'm gonna have to figure out what that actually is. I'll probably put a little side note here explaining what this actually is. So let's move on from that. You have where your chair hooks to the boat. For the bungee straps, it's also fully adjustable on the backside. You have four different straps to adjust. It's completely adjustable to make it fit your body. We'll move on to the flush pole holders. They do not have a hole on the bottom, so they do not drain out. So if you're in rough water or it's raining, these will fill up with water. And then it's got little pieces on it for a leash. I do leash my rods because, like when Brandon rolled the kayak, we learned a lesson because we ended up almost losing rods. Move on to the back area, same thing. There's two scuppers up front, the rear of the boat. You got all your channels. You can actually fit a decent sized milk crate back here. When my daughter and I go out, I can actually stand up back here and she can be up front and I can control the boat from back here, which is super nice. Here's your webbing. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Your nylon webbing. I'll only run this, and then I'll set my milk crate in here. And the webbing will actually hold my milk crate in place. Super nice. Then you got your rear handle, just like the other three handles. You're ready to rock and roll. Now I'm gonna kind of go to the underside of the boat. That's where that skeg should be, or the rudder, with the tail wheel. I actually have it around here somewhere. So I found my tail wheel. This is actually replaceable, so if you mess it up, this is meant to be replaceable. It has little ports on the bottom side where 5 screws go into, and then it's got these little almost kind of like the drywall pieces that push out. I am brain dead today. And you actually need to pop them off and put them back on the boat, but this kept falling off for some reason. I need to find a workaround for it. I'll probably make a video on the workaround so that will stop, because it's kind of annoying. If you do not have that on your boat will be all over the place. I promise you that. This actually keeps the boat straight and tracking. So yeah, that's basically the full boat. I could probably flip the boat over and show you the scupper transducer. So I'll show you the bottom side of the boat. The plug is on the right side of the boat to drain the water out. Just pop that open, drain the water out, pop it back, and ready to rock and roll. So I'm actually going to flip the boat over and show you the bottom side of the boat and show you where that transducer would be mounted up. Whew, this boat is not light. So these are the two front holes right here that they're talking about, the scupper mounted transducers. If you can tell, that one is a lot longer and it looks like the same width on all of them. But this one, they're talking about this one and this one meant for the transducer. I'm going to see how the Garmin transducers fit up in there, and I want to see how it performs, because I'm going to do a few kayak tournaments this year, so I'm going to have a graph on my boat. And I'll show you what this is back here. So you got the three divots there, one there, and one there, so there's 5 total. So those little black plugs go in. When you screw the screw in, it opens up and holds it in place. It's not holding that well for some reason. So I'm gonna figure out a workaround for it. And then I'll put it up on my channel. Now I'm trying to think about it. I don't think there's anything I really dislike about this boat. I guess a gripe would be the weight. It's kind of difficult for one person to lift it around and throw it around, but of course you're almost running a 12 foot boat, so that doesn't surprise me. And I think it was what, 3 feet across, I think. 32 inches, a little shy of 3 feet. So, would I recommend this boat? Yes, I recommend this kayak. If you were wanting to step your game up from the 10-foot sit-ins, like a Sun Dolphin, I've owned 3 Sun Dolphins. I owned an Ascend 10T, and I owned the Yukon 116. I did so much research on boats. I watched quite a few YouTube videos on the boats, and this was the best boat for your money. Of course, it's not a Hobe. It's not an Old Town. It's not a I forgot the brand that my buddy's brother just bought. New Canoe. But if you are looking for a good boat on a budget, I would look at this boat. I picked this boat up for $400 secondhand. MSRPs were $79.99. I'm not sponsored by them at all. I just wanted to make a good review for this boat to let you guys know if it's worth it or not. I personally think it's worth it. I fished it I will be fishing or being in this boat from the beginning of spring to the end of fall. Because I'm also a duck hunter. So I actually use my boats to duck hunt. That's actually where my Ascend 10T comes into play. But this is a dedicated fishing rig. Then I've got my Ascend as my fishing kind of hunting rig. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you guys are looking at purchasing this boat, or if you guys want to know more information about this boat, let me know. There will be quite a few more videos coming out about this thing. Let me know what I can do to better these reviews for you guys. If you guys want to keep up with me and more product reviews, fishing videos, I'm going to be going into some more how-tos and new like educational series on this channel. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification if you want. But as always, guys, fish smart, fish safe, and I'll see you out on the water.